Marvel's Avengers Doomsday is officially in production, and we've just received some mind-blowing leaks about the plot. According to James Mackwell's report on X, the design team is already working on concept art for a massive battle taking place at a Mansion X. One piece of art is even labeled Invincible Avengers. I've got to admit, that's a pretty epic name. Seriously, the Invincible Avengers? And just wait until you hear who's on the roster. This elite Avengers team is charged with handling an incursion between two worlds and rescuing Monica Rambeau. But it doesn't stop there. These heroes, along with other key characters from this universe, will later find themselves defending Loki at the Citadel after battling the TVA and thwarting Dr. Doom's deadly plan. So, who exactly makes up the Invincible Avengers? According to the leak, the team will feature Sam Wilson, Thor, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, Ant-Man, Jennifer Walters, Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Bob, Bruce Banner, Shuri, M'Baku, Namor, and the Fantastic Four. And they're not just teaming up for any mission, they're diving in because Dr. Doom has kidnapped Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, and taken him to a mysterious place known as Universe X. First off, let's be clear. This is either spot on or this guy is really clever. We know Sam Wilson, Thor, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, and Ant-Man, though we're not entirely sure about him, Jennifer Walters, Yelena Belova, Bucky, Bob, Bruce, Shuri, and M'Baku. Some of these have already been spoiled on social media. Namor's in too, and the Fantastic Four have been officially confirmed. These characters have been spotted filming together, and we know at least many of them are. Now, Universe X? That's likely the X-Men universe, which we saw labeled as 10,005 at the end of the Marvels. It's going to be huge, especially with Sir Patrick Stewart and Cyclops involved. Looks like the X-Men are about to play a big part. Not to brag, but I called it the X-Mansion. I had a trusted source confirm it. So, yeah, I believe Mansion X is where the Avengers will clash with the X-Men. And the Invincible Avengers? That sounds spot on. With heavy hitters like Thor, Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi, Jennifer Walters, Bob, Bruce Banner, Namor, and the Fantastic Four. This team's got the power to go head-to-head with the X-Men, maybe even Dr. Doom. Trust me, this team's as invincible as they come. Let's keep going. I've got more theories to share. John Walker, Ghost, and Red Guardian stay on Earth 616 alongside other Avengers to protect the planet from a mysterious invasion. The Thunderbolts join forces with Wakanda, Talokan, and Wong's sorcerers to help defend Earth. This all aligns with what we've heard so far. Moreover, during production, a few leaked set photos surfaced online, showing destroyed Sentinels in front of the X-Mansion. It's now reported that Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom will use the Sentinels to battle the X-Men in Avengers Doomsday. In Avengers Doomsday, the MCU begins the final chapter. The multiverse is on the brink of total collapse. The Avengers assemble for their biggest challenge yet: incursions, catastrophic collisions between realities threatening to obliterate the entire multiverse. Earth's mightiest heroes must race against time to save their reality while confronting the powerful mastermind behind it all, Victor Von Doom. Sounds pretty believable, right? In Avengers Doomsday, the MCU kicks off the beginning of the end. The multiverse is on the brink of total collapse, and the Avengers must unite to face their greatest challenge yet. Incursions, catastrophic collisions between realities that could destroy everything. Earth's mightiest heroes must race against time to save their reality while confronting the mastermind behind it all, Victor Von Doom. Sounds believable, right? One part doesn't sit right with me. Let's be honest, we're speculating about a movie over a year away, getting second and third-hand info from anonymous sources. It's a bit of a gamble, but still, we've managed to sift through the noise and get most details right. We don't nail everything, but our track record's solid. The main reason I'm questioning this report is that I've been told Doom will be fighting against the X-Men, and we get a bit of that in this report with the Sentinels being sent by Dr. Doom. But here's where it gets tricky. How could Doom kidnap Franklin Richards, travel to the X-Universe, battle the X-Men, and yet also pretend to be Tony Stark, getting the Avengers to trust him? This part isn't mentioned in the report, but it's something a reliable source told me. So I asked about it. How does this all connect? The answer I got was mind-blowing. Doom is playing both sides. He's pretending to be Tony Stark to gain the Avengers' trust while manipulating the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. He's pulling the strings with everyone. But here's my dilemma. Can it really all fit together? The big question I'm stuck on is this. Is Doom really kidnapping Franklin Richards? Because I just can't wrap my head around it. He kidnaps Franklin, convinces the Fantastic Four to follow him, all while lying to the Avengers about being Tony Stark, and then heads to the X-Men universe? Something doesn't add up, right? I don't know what part of this is true, but I'm still intrigued by what I'm hearing, and I do know for sure is that Earth X is practically confirmed. It may not be called Universe X, but it's essentially the X-Men universe. I've also heard this Earth X is an X-Men utopia, a paradise that might serve as the future for the Fox X-Men characters. Think Magneto, Professor X, or maybe even both, creating a peaceful world for mutants and humans. That's where this story's headed. Here's a possibility. What if Kang created the fake timeline, sparked the multiversal war, and then stopped it, but also hid the World Forge in the Citadel at the end of time behind Eli? Doom needs to get there. As the incursions unfold, powerful Marvel characters from different universes will appear on the Void, potentially causing trouble for him. I've heard that Doom is using the Avengers and the X-Men, trying to weaken both teams. Maybe he's dampening their powers or using something like a TVA collar to neutralize them. He's after some powerful beings. For sure, he's using Franklin's power, and he probably wants Wanda's too. Maybe there's a version of Wanda with Magneto in Universe X, and Doom needs her. He could even be after the Phoenix Force. Jean and the Phoenix Force are incredibly powerful. Maybe he wants Sentry too. He might use all these beings as batteries, throwing them into the World Forge for more power. This is similar to what we saw in What If Season 3 with Supreme Strange. He grabbed powerful heroes and villains and threw them into the World Forge for power. The theory is that Doom knows the multiverse is collapsing and must get to where Loki is. Some rumors suggest that Doom plans to recreate a universe much like Supreme Strange did in What If Season 2. Strange tried to bring back his destroyed universe by gathering powerful beings and using them to fuel the World Forge. If you remember from What If Season 1 that Doctor Strange has his universe destroyed because he's trying to bring back Palmer. He's trying to bring back Rachel, and that doesn't work, so his universe is destroyed. In What If? Season 2, Strange grabs up powerful beings and throws them into the World Forge, believing that with all that power, he could bring back his destroyed universe. Doom might be planning something similar, using all that power to restore his own universe. With all of that in mind, it seems Doom is fully aware of what's happening, and he's determined to get to Loki. Why? Because Loki is at the World Forge. The Citadel at the end of time has these little golden cracks in its structure, which remind me a lot of the World Forge from the Eternals movie and, more importantly, the World Forge scene in What If? Season 2, the one with Supreme Strange? This could mean that Doom is assembling powerful allies and weakening the X-Men to prevent them from stopping him from using Loki to reset the universe. Doom likely knows that the final battle will take place on the Void, and perhaps he's aware that these two universes are doomed to destruction, no matter what. So, he's collecting the most powerful beings, planning to take them to the Void, build an army, and face off against any resistance trying to stop him from reaching Loki and resetting the universe. Now, this rumor comes from James Mackwell, and as I mentioned earlier, we're still not sure if this guy is legit. He could be real, or he could be making it all up. But I can't help but love the idea of a massive fight on the Void, with the X-Men and Avengers finally realizing what's going on. Doom's there, leading an army and holding powerful captives, trying to reach Loki so he can remake the universe in his image. Imagine the heroes uniting to stop him. That's the kind of spectacle I'd love to see. It could even bring in some of that Secret Wars energy from Jim Shooter's original comics, and I'm sure the Secret Wars movie will have plenty of that. But the real question is, will Doomsday carry that same weight? This might be the way it could. A lot of rumors, a lot of speculation, but I thought this was worth diving deep into for a major video. There's so much going on behind the scenes, and the more we dig, the more we uncover. It's all part of the exciting ride that is the build-up to Avengers Doomsday. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. If you've been following along, you know things are heating up and there's so much more to come. Do you want to see more behind-the-scenes updates, deeper dives into the latest leaks, or maybe a deeper focus on specific characters or plot twists? So don't miss out on what's next. There are plenty more leaks, rumors, and theories to explore, and you'll want to be right here for all of it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll be back soon with more videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.